It's been hard going.
Yeah, bowlers have been on the mark and on the money. Not a lot of freebies have been on offer for the South African batters right now. And when you're struggling with a little bit of form, what you want is a couple half volleys, a couple wide cuts, a couple on your legs to get yourself going. It's been fantastic bowling so far. South Africa are 22 for 1 at the end of the fourth.
Mary's been accurate, hasn't he? I mean, he's hovered around with... He's got 87, 100, 101, 104, 88, 95. So he's mixing up his pace as well. But he is not giving away that length. The length has been superb. There's been nothing that's been easy to hit. And South Africa are left trying to communicate in the middle of the overs, trying to say, okay, well, this is what he's on about. This is the variations. This is maybe where we can try and look to attack him.
Yes, the wicket taker, defender Airy, who's known for the fact that he hit 6 sixes earlier this year, but he's also a very, very accomplished bowler. He's bowled the last over, and the next one now is going to be bowled by Karen KC, who replaced Sompal Kami from the airport end.
It's a big moment for him. He gets introduced and they've got some good pressure going. Can he continue? Make sure that his first few deliveries are good. He starts well.
Straight away on the money. Reza Hendricks, his technique has been tested on some of these pitches that the South Africans have played on. Nassau and New York, there was a little bit of movement. Very difficult wicket for a lot of the batters to kind of adjust to technically. Always looking for those scores of 160 to 180, but almost 120 was enough there. Reza Hendricks is now in the Caribbean, hoping that these pitches will be a little bit more flat and allow him to play the more free-flowing cricket that he's familiar with.
We've spoken about Sompal Kami's grip. Let's have a look at it and compare it to Taskin Ahmed.
Yeah, Taskin getting a little bit more of his wrist behind it. You can almost see the seam pointing towards first slip, whereas Sompal Kami's hand is almost at an angle where the seam is pointing towards more of a leg slip. I'm assuming that he was bowling that ball to the left-hander in Quinton de Kock, so that could be half the reason.
Little bit of room given there. Markram moving away. Back to Reza Hendricks rather moving away and smashing that ball over backward point.
Yeah, this is one of the few occasions where Reza Hendricks has been able to free those hands, just giving himself a little bit of room, staying leg side of it. You can see him just a foot or so outside that leg stump, trying to open up the offside. The length was good, up and over, cutting across it to make sure it goes airborne. And that's his second boundary. Will this be the catalyst moment where it just frees him up a touch and allows him to pick on the boundaries a bit more often?
Reminder, only 2 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle in the first 6 overs. The circle demarcated by the dots you can see. A lovely shot, first through the offside, and then a beautiful piece of timing from the onside. The bowler just trying to adjust and keep his line a little bit tighter, but on that occasion, just straight onto the stumps.
Yeah, just dropping point out. To the extra cover boundary and then slipping into the legs over. It's not what your captain wants. Brought up third man. Changed the field and the ball's gone in the exact opposite direction, so just missing out on a little bit of discipline and accuracy there. That's what we were talking about earlier. That's exactly what Reza Hendricks wants. He wants a couple freebies just to get himself going. He's found 2 in the last 2 balls.
You do wonder about that decision though. I mean, it wasn't a bad delivery that disappeared over backward point, and then straight away, because of the shot that's played, the field's adjusted. And Karen KC thinks, okay, well, now that there's no third man in position, I need to be as straight and tight on the stumps as possible. Hendricks gives himself a little bit of room. He looks to follow and gets whipped through with wicket. So that's good cricket from Hendricks. It may be a knee-jerk reaction from the Nepal team.
Now these are the dismissals that Reza Hendricks had in this World Cup so far, all the balls that he's actually faced, and you can see these dismissals have basically been on the stumps. So the Nepal bowlers may have done a little bit of their homework and have tried to target those stumps. This is against the Netherlands. What a wonderful ball, just a little bit of movement away, and that just clipped the top of the bails. It's exactly what every seamer wants. Logan van Beek with a fantastic delivery. He'll save that ball, put that on his phone, watch it every time he's on the telephone. I think it was a good shot at the back foot. And that's the end of the over. South Africa 31 for 1 off the 5.
South Africa making one change. to their side today. No Keshav Maharaj. And in comes Tabre Shamsi. And another new bowler for Nepal. 1 over left in this power play. Magnificent sight. This stadium lit up for the first time in this World Cup. Brand new floodlights put in for this tournament. And Kushal Malla with some left arm spin. Using that angle to work the single.
Yeah, the same surface that was used yesterday, so a few little small running repairs overnight. Plenty of preparation. Right yesterday we saw him in picture with bowling coach for South Africa, Eric Simons.
This whole square has been relayed as part of the $38 million refurbishment of this ground. Oh, that's a great bit of fielding. And Nepal do pride themselves the captain leading the way. And it's those 1%ers, isn't it? Saving runs. Great work inside the circle.
Now making sure that the pressure stays on the South African captain. Markham's winning for 4 deliveries. Would love to just get off the mark.
It's increasingly uncomfortable.
Yeah, when you see this happening so early in a match, then you have that doubt in the batter's mind. What's the next ball going to do?
Kushal Mali and Airy are not the tallest individuals, that's why maybe if they do hit the length with the slightly round arm action, it tends to stay down just a touch.
Here's the brand new floodlights I mentioned, all LEDs. Ecologically friendly. Change in here with mid-off coming up and mid-on pushing back onto the fence. 2 more balls left in the over.
Reza Hendricks was looking to give himself some room in the first delivery of the over, following suit with a similar kind of approach the next time he's on strike. In the arc out the park, yes, that's what they want. Miller time, that's David Miller, the left-hander, will come a little bit later.
It's always so colourful. That's racing away. Ending the power play with a boundary, and it is South Africa's best power play of their tournament so far. 6 over mark, 38 for 1.
You're not the right length on this kind of a surface, too much time, and he goes back and crashes it. Score of the wicket, picks up the gap and picks up the boundary to finish the over.
It is carnival time. It's also the end of the power play and the introduction of Nepal's star leg spinner. Sandeep Lamachane has not played since he took part in the Nepal Pro Club Championship at the end of December.
Have a look at those facts and figures. 98 wickets. 6.3.
Wow.
Has he been out of the game for how long, Ali? No, he's back on the mark.
What a start. What a lovely start this is from Sandeep Lamachane. Have a look at this. Stern square. Beats him.
I remember we saw Rishad Hossain for Bangladesh take 3 wickets in 4 balls with his leg spin. And this is a wonderful start by Lamachane. Turn is there. He's deceiving Hendricks. He is ripping it.
I'm glad. In the build-up, when you asked me the question whether he'd go right, I said yes. Yes, because he's looking more than accomplished out there in his first 2 deliveries.
Captain said that, yes, although he hasn't been playing match cricket, of course, he has been practicing. And he's been out in the Caribbean a little bit earlier before the rest of the team flew in from the USA.
He's represented 6 franchise leagues all around the world. Sandeep Lamachane.
It's a challenging period now for both of these. This is the difference that Lamachane makes. Out the back of the hand.
The overall economy in T20 International is 6.29, but in the Caribbean it's 5.8.
Can he get a wicket in his opening over, because you feel he's getting closer?
Maybe considered sending it upstairs, but it tends to reflect that Markham probably not sure what the variations are or picking them. Invariably, when you see a batter go to the reverse sweep that early, it means that kind of a get out of jail shot. And, something to try and release the pressure that you're feeling. But those facts and figures are impressive from Lamachane.
Well, it's been a fabulous reintroduction to international cricket. Just the 2 singles off the opening over from Lamachane. 40 for 1. Partnership of 18 off 20 balls between these two after the lock. Quinton de Kock, and he was out for 10. Well, you might wonder about the rhino, but it is one of the national symbols of Nepal, a symbol of national pride. And the peaks on the flag represent the peaks of Mount Everest, and then the one-horned rhino. You see the national flag on the shoulders of these World Cup strips as well. Spin play a major part in this match. Well, Staying, welcome back.
Yeah, thank you. And, I was on just a couple overs ago, and bowling's been tough. No joke. I think the South Africans were hoping that there would be a couple loose balls, but this has been the most turn we've seen at 3.1. It's powerfully hit by Reza Hendricks, and it's just beaten the long off boundary. It was a wonderful shot off the back foot. Hopefully this is the start that South Africa need just to kick on. Nepal bowlers have been fantastic so far.
Yeah, once again, it's on the shorter side. It gives enough for the batter to go onto the back foot and place it to perfection to pick up that boundary. There was a fielder at long off, but he had no chance whatsoever because it struck it very nicely.
Yeah, Anil Saad did his best to try and cut it off.
And Reza Hendricks being out there for 23 balls now, you'd want him to kind of bat on for a couple more overs. Just to find some form and innings going.
Dropped short, hit aerially, hit hard, and we've got a 6. Romana dropping short. Perhaps that'll be the shot that releases the shackles for Hendricks.
Yeah, the first 6 of the innings, again, dragged down like the previous ball. The first ball of the over, Reza Hendricks been out there for 23 balls. He's hit this powerfully. You could call it a chance, but I don't think so. That was way too powerfully hit.
Yeah, good luck.
Fielder there. It just came so quickly. This is exactly what South Africa needed right now.
Brings up the 50 for South Africa. Now we're talking about spin, and Dale noting that this pitch has offered more turn than any other in the tournament. The spinners yesterday when Bangladesh played during the day took 7 wickets at an average of 15. The 6 wickets that fell to seam went at an average of 29. So a bigger over for South Africa. 11 off it, 51 for 1. South Africa got what they wanted in terms of the toss, didn't they? They didn't win it, but the captain said he would have had a bat anyway.
Yeah, that's exactly what South Africa wanted. They wanted their top order to get out there and bat for 12 to 14 overs and let the middle order, their powerful middle order, do the work at the back end. Hendricks just starting to kick off now with 27 or 26, and Markham's fresh to the crease, but they got their hands full. Sandeep Lamachain, he bowled a fantastic first over, and we're about to see him bowl his second.
Long chaser coming from the deep.
That is their first over. Look at the first delivery, 6.8 degrees, 7.5. They bowled beautifully. And it'll be important that it continue in the same fashion. Otherwise, South Africa is going to pick a really big total here.
He's showing us all his variations. He showed them through his first over as well.
You can see the amount of turn that he's getting compared to the rest of the Nepal bowlers, but also the experience. He just knows how to change his pace, when to bowl his googly. He keeps Fox. The South African batters almost with every delivery, just slowing it up there a little bit. Here's Hendricks trying to play a big sweep. The turn is too much.
How do you cope with this sort of turn, Atta?
It's not easy. It's not easy because it's gripping, it's turning, and the odd one will also keep a little bit low. That's a wrong one. Inside edge could have all dragged it onto the stumps. Remember, the top four from South Africa in this tournament, in the ICC Men's T20 World Cup, hasn't had a good day with the bat, apart from Klaasen, who could smash 46 against Bangladesh. So it's still... Nepal will be hoping the discussion in the dressing room would have been, okay, the top four not among the runs, let's pick up wickets.
Ramashani, for all his experience, 53 T20 internationals, just 7 of those have come against full member teams. He's on the cusp of 100 T20 international wickets. I'm sure he would love to get it against the calibre of opposition such as South Africa. 53 for 1. Well, this is a must-win match for Nepal if they'd have any chance of challenging for the Super 8s. Bangladesh put themselves in pole position with victory over the Netherlands yesterday. South Africa already through. Sri Lanka can't qualify. And South Africa in the Super 8, they're now going to have USA as one of their opponents because they secured their spot. West Indies also in that same Super 8 group. And either England or Scotland. Leg spin from Kushal Bertel. Jordan made his international debut in 2021, 43 T20 internationals.
In Markram, the skipper is gone, and that's very well bowled by Kushal Bertel. He's made amends for the drop catch.
Yeah, it's a brilliant bit of bowling. He just held that one back. It seemed to come out a little bit slower than what we've seen from him so far. And Aidan Markham almost had to hold and wait for it to get to him. And then all he could do is the bottom edge onto the middle stump. So Bertel does reprieve himself from a bit of a nasty drop catch. He's managed to pick up the second wicket after all. Markham goes for 15 of 22, 68 for 2.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines very much part of the ICC Men's T20 World Cup for 2024. Heinrich Klaassen. Well, in the last year or the last 9 months, nobody's hit more sixes for South Africa in T20 cricket than this man, but his sixes seem like tens because they go such a long way.
And such a brilliant play of spin too, so this is an important time for him to be at the crease for the South Africans. He really has the ability to dominate. And there's the wicket where Markham gave himself room and just had to hold and pause a little bit. And then inside edge onto middle stump.
Klaassen, he'll have a look at it and then he'll assess, make an assessment, and then this is the end. Of Aidan Markham. Huge stride forward. The ball never really arrived. Like second class post, wide bottom. Pay the extra and go first class. For Bertel, that really didn't make a lot of difference. He dropped the catch at long off and then he got his man. And he bowls the leggy this time.
Yeah, and a lot of the South Africans they're not really coming down the wicket. They're using the pitch, they're moving sideways. I don't think they really know if they can trust the pitch and the amount of turn that there is. There has been a lot of turn tonight, but also maybe just a little bit of guesswork potentially, whether it's going to be a googly, a bit of a leggy. So they're using the crease well, sideways, but nothing really coming down the pitch. And the one guy that does that really well, who stands in his crease and plays spinners really well, is Heinrich Klaassen. He doesn't tend to use his feet.
Ooh, look at that. Little spitting cobra out there. Hendricks leaves this alone. He knows it's too wide, could get him into trouble.
And exactly another reason why he's not running at the ball. He's kind of standing in the crease, trying to play it from there.
Well bowled, really fine over. 12 gone. $69 for 2. 12 overs gone. Heinrich Klaassen has just come in, David Miller still to come, Tristan Stubbs and Marco Janssen, the genuine all-rounder. And then you've got your quicks, Rabada, Nokia, Otniel Bartman, medium pace, and Shamsi's in the side. Tabraiz Shamsi will enjoy bowling on this pitch. The wrist spinner will come in for Keshav Maharaj. Reza Hendricks still there, 36 from 38. He want to balance that equation. He wants to get those runs per balls way above what it is right now. Lamachane, oh, well bowled. Sandeep Lamachane is having a dream night, enjoying bowling on this.
Yeah, brilliant. 2.1 overs, 0 for 4, and he now gets the opportunity to bowl one of the best players of spin going around at the moment, and straight away beats that outside edge. Quality.
Oh, he's got the reverse. Almost. Sompal Kami, he had his hands, he had his fingers on the ball.
That would have been a stunner as well, wouldn't it? You could grab that one-handed. And for it to have been Klaassen as well. The danger player for South Africa, the man who has been informed.
Yeah, you wonder if Kami could have gone two hands in the end. No, maybe not. He had to just get the one hand up there, but that's a big blow for them.
The googly this time, the one that comes back. Into the pads. It's a subtle change of action. The ball comes out of the back of the hand, not the side. And look at the reverse sweep. Oh, it was a fingertip over the bar. Just 28 just before it reached that backward point. Well, this has been a perplexing conundrum. But not for the crowd, though. Nepal, with their numbers here, and the South Africans, they've travelled thousands of miles to get here to St. Vincent and the Grenadines. And we've got a real contest on our hands. Found the edge again. This is outstanding.
You just got to keep remembering. This is a must-win game for Nepal. They're some way off the chance of the Super 8s, but they lose this match, they know they're definitely out.
Hendricks now, 37 from 40. Time to move on. It's the googly again, finds the inside edge. What another fine over that is from Lamachane. 13 gone, 73 for 2. Sandeep Lamachane. making his presence felt. Look at his numbers: 3 overs, 10 dot balls, none for 8. Making waves here at St. Vincent. Seven bowlers used. The numbers are impressive. A high percentage of dot deliveries, dot balls delivered. The tide is very much with Nepal at the moment. How can South Africa change this tide? Birtle again, bowls wide. Hendricks threads it through, but it's only one.
Yeah, we can see that Nepal have been making waves, as you mentioned. In the T20 world, and you can understand why now. You can see the options they have. The spinners are very accurate. Their faster bowlers aren't very tall, but they're skiddy and they attack the stumps. They're very accurate. And I've asked a lot of questions of the South Africans who've been unable. Just the 8 fours and 1 maximum for the South Africans so far. Well, Heinrich.
Klaasen loves batting against spin. That hasn't found the fence, it's found the fielder. Klaasen, hold it! That is a great catch. Karan KC holds on. The juggler, but the juggler's done well enough because he's got the prize performer, Klaasen.
Well, Klaasen was trying to do what Klaasen has done all year, which is smash the ball out of the park. No one has hit more sixes in world cricket since the start of last year. Hang on. Got it eventually. There will be packed fan parks in Kathmandu who would have been jumping up and then hands on their heads and then in relief to see the back of Heinrich Klaasen for just 3. South Africa 74 for 3.
The Nepal fans are enjoying what they're watching, and David Miller comes in with a job to do. David Miller has so often been the saviour for South Africa. He's got 2 T20 centuries on his CV, and in the World Cup, 59 not out his best. in this tournament. But this is the end of Heinrich Klaassen. He went for that extra cover fence. He knew he hadn't hit it, but he wasn't prepared for this. Why use two hands when you can use just one? Oh, goodness me, Karan Casey. He dropped that, he should have run out the stadium. David Miller gets a wide. Incredibly, David Miller, his top 9 scores over 50, including those 200s, all are not out. How about this? His heart would have been in his mouth. Well caught.
He's the most experienced player in this Nepal side. Had played 68 T20 internationals before the start of this tournament, and he was so casual. At the start, wasn't he? He's like, oh, I've got this. Oh, hang on.
Oh, now then, Joel Wilson, what do you think? Will they have a look at this? Yes, Rohit. Podol says, I want to have a look at that.
See the umpire director, review LBW. On is not out. Check on his feet, fair delivery, front on. Best thanks. Okay. Doesn't appear to be any bad involved. Could I have Ultra Edge next, please, to confirm? Good more, Joel. Ultra Edge coming up, flat line. Flat line, roll it through, roll it through. Yeah, there's no bat involved. Ball tracking, please, when ready. Ball tracking coming up now. It's pitching in line, impact in line. Wickets is umpire's call. Well, you'll be staying with your 7 is not out. Stand by, we'll get you on screen. You're on screen now, signal, thanks.
You really have to feel for Nepal. That was a wonderful review. Umpires call it's clipping the top of the Bales. They cannot believe it. But Joel Wilson had said no, it was not out in his opinion.
Yeah, when it went to the replay, David Miller was gone. When he saw the replay, he thought he was definitely out of there. When it went to the replay, I saw that it was the topic. And that was why I was interested to see if he was going to turn the misleg stump, and I knew no, it's not. It's going to go straight on. But I suppose the one thing about a toppy is that everybody gets more bounce than most of the other deliveries. And maybe that's why it ended up just tipping the top of the bales. But that is a real reprieve. Miller thought his innings was come and gone.
Well, we are in for some dramatic moments. We've had them already, but I think we've got some more to come. Here we go. It's pitched on. It's hit him on the left thigh in front of middle and off. And Joel Wilson, it's umpire's call. He didn't think it was good enough for him to give. They cannot believe it.
David Miller would have been gone for a duck. It's only happened once to him before in T20s. On the international scene in 120 matches he's played.
The end of the over, 14 gone, 77 for 3. For 3, we've got 6 overs to go. The heart of South Africa's batting has been ripped out. De Kock, Markram, Klaasen, Hendricks is still there, 40 from 43. Miller just still there. Stubbs and Jansen can bat. They only have 6 overs to go against the side, which is the youngest squad in this tournament. Only one player is aged over 30. They're all in their 20s, and in fact that's Curran KC. He's only 32. I think he aged 5 years though with that juggled catch. Oh, I was there. You can tell her parents I was there. Hendricks on strike. Here's Bohara, Abinash. Gosh, even the ricochets are going their way.
Nepal have played a lot of cricket in the lead up to this tournament. The Cricket Association of Nepal arranged 40 T20s in 8 months in the lead-up. They had West Indies A and Ireland A both touring Nepal for the very first time. There is the coach in the centre, Monty Desai in the glasses.
It's a full toss, and he doesn't know where it is. Yeah, they've played a lot of cricket. And South Africa have played the fewest men's T20 internationals between the 2 World Cups. They've only played 11.
In 2024 for Nepal, significant. Off the back of qualifying for this tournament, being able to pitch to the government for more money. It's that investment enables you to play those matches. To host those tours, to get your team well prepared. And Monty Desai in the lead-up has been talking about also how they've been able to get a proper structure in place in their domestic cup. 7 provinces played against each other, including 3 professional teams. You know, they're a country who are aiming to go a long way in cricket. They want test status eventually. It's a long way to go, but they're putting structures in place.
I'll tell you what, Alison, just watching them play here tonight, they're certainly not out of place against South Africa here. Abhinash Pohara. Best figures in T20 internationals are 6 for 11 against the Maldives last year. That was in Hangzhou in China. Doesn't matter who it's against, you've taken 6 for 11.
I'll coach any team that wants to go tour the Maldives.
I hear there's a tournament taking place in the Cayman Islands. There's a queue of 400 commentators waiting to go into that one. Right, Miller, 1 from 4. What can he do? David Miller. Short, helps it round the corner. Man out there. Something dramatic has got to happen here for South Africa. They're 79 for 3 from 14.5.
I mean, Nepal still have to cope with the fire pace, the likes of Anrik Mulkia. But at the moment, they are giving themselves every chance of an upset here.
Long on. Fielders are everywhere. Got him in the right place. 80 for 3. Five. 5 overs to go.
So much of cricket is about adapting to conditions. South Africa flying in from New York, where most conditions were not easy. They're coming up against a floodlit game. Can these two now put together a partnership? they get on top of these spinning, turning conditions? Hendricks 42 from 47 so far. He is absolutely the mainstay for South Africa right now.
Off spin of Airy. Here's the Prime Minister. He was here yesterday. Gonzalez.
Well, he, Brian, has overseen the development of this government money, 38 billion. Very proud of the stadium.
Lovely shirt. That was a good shirt. And that's not a joke, honestly. I do like that shirt.
He was dancing in the stands yesterday. There's the St. Vincent flag, the green V in the centre.
Up in the air. Airy's under it, and he takes the catch. Hendricks goes, and further problems for South Africa. It was a shot of frustration in the end from Reza Hendricks. He simply hasn't found any fluency this evening.
A little bit of a quicker ball. You can actually see how it stops and bounces. Simple catch by Airy. The Reza Hendricks innings comes to an end. He's tried real hard. South Africa haven't really gone anywhere so far. Hendricks has gone for 43. South Africa are now 82 for 4.
Tristan Stubbs in at number 6 played a crucial innings to help the side win against the Netherlands in New York. It's the best score you can see there on the right of screen, that 33 from 37 balls. Needs to do something explosive here to get South Africa moving in the right direction, though. Beautifully bowled.
There is Hendricks trying to give some room and a bit of bounce. You see, try to roll his wrists. Bounced a little higher, and finding the top edge and going up for a pretty easy catch for Airy. He's bowled beautifully tonight. He's got 2 for 15. He's held the squeeze on the South Africans so far.
Yep, all 4 wickets falling to spin here at the Nepal side.
Miller drops it into the onside. He wants 2. He'll come back for 2, and he'll get 2. Four overs to go in this South African innings. They're 85 for 4.
Four spinners amongst the 7 bowlers that Nepal have used. The return of Sandeep Lamishane, absolutely significant in that. Look at that economy, even though he hasn't been amongst the wickets. He put so much pressure on.
The last 5 overs have yielded just 19. Runs. And in this middle phase, you can see the tourniquet has been applied. By the Nepali bowlers, very successfully indeed. No boundary for 5 overs now. Ramachand's had it on a string this evening, hasn't he?
Absolutely beautiful. A little bit of drift there. New batter in at the crease. And things are just getting more difficult for South Africa right now, and he's gone through his 2 overs, 3 overs, only gone for 8 runs.
Stubbs pulls out the sweep shot, and it's gone for 4. Oh dear, dear, dear. Watch the spin is always the call in that situation, and Karan KC most assuredly didn't.
That's the first boundary in 33 balls. And Tristan Stubbs pulling out the big sweep. He's one of South Africa's tallest players there, so the old snake in the field as it spins. Unfortunate that for the bowler. But the taller batters might be the guys that South Africa look to get to right now. They get to the bounce a little bit better than the rest of the batters. That's a good reverse sweep. Could run away for a couple of runs for Tristan Stubbs.
First boundary that Lamishane has conceded. They have been few and far between across his whole South Africa innings. There's some dampness certainly on the grass now as well for this night game. So if you're wrong-footed, you have every chance of completely losing your feet, as we saw on the boundary.
That on, especially when the spinners is on. But not a big total to chase. Picks up Kagiso Rabada in that fashion. He had nothing else to do but to go and whack it out of the ground. completely missing it. And the keeper does the rest. It's a lovely delivery and a lovely way to finish his spell and the innings of South Africa.
Well, if you want a little bit of cheer from a South African perspective, this is their highest total of the tournament. But then it's a pretty low bar, I'm afraid, after 3 matches in New York, and they have got a lot of work to do now, Dale Steyn, to try and sort things out. Here's the batting card.
Yeah, South Africa's batters really struggled tonight. Reza Hendricks, the only one with some runs there with 43 or 49, but everybody else struggled. The spin of the Nepal bowlers dominated the South Africans tonight. We didn't see a lot of batters moving down the pitch, and rightly so. When we did see one, KG Rabada was stumped off the final ball having a slog. Everyone really struggled. Tristan Stubbs scored some at the end. He had a couple lusty blows to finish off with 27 off 18, but everybody else struggled, and the bowling was fantastic.
It was outstanding. Having a look at Lamashana, they were expecting him to do the trick, but he was pretty economical. But a look at the Virgil, 4 overs, 4 for 19. Very impressive from Ari. Also, right up the top of the order when he picked up 3 for 21.
Let's go downstairs now and hear who Alison Mitchell has got with her.
The show so far, Kushal Bertel with me. Kushal, could that have gone any better for you with the ball?
First of all, thank you so much. Yeah, wicket was a bit slow in the center, but I think my role is to bowl in the discipline line. So I did that. I'm really happy.
You came back with 2 quick wickets after a drop in the deep. Did you lose the ball in the lights there?
Yeah, the light is coming straight in my eyes, so I dropped that.
It was a tremendous recovery. You've given yourself every chance of creating history here. What was said in the huddle just now? You've never beaten a test-playing nation before.
Yeah, never beaten test nation before, but this is a great chance. 150 in the board, and so we are looking forward to it.
How are you prepared to face the pace that South Africa possess? Because you'll be opening the batting in a moment.
Yeah, really excited, but wicket is very slow, so I think we can do well.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Thanks, buddy. Appreciate it.
South Africa's last 9 overs yielded 48 for the loss of 6. So, Nepal, to stay alive in the tournament, they need 116 runs for a famous victory. When they get it, we'll take a break, and when we come back, we'll find out. South Africa unbeaten in New York. Up against the associates Nepal, the first time these two sides have ever met.
Davis got it.
Got short, hit air, hit hard.
Oh dear.
Hayden Markram, the skipper, is gone. Hold it, hold it.
just close the doors. And you're in a world of your own. Travel is not just about the destination, it's also about how you get there. Fly Emirates. Fly better.
Well, what a first 20 overs we've seen here this evening in St Vincent, and there's been a lot of that going on. Celebrations from the Nepali players. Absolutely fantastic the way they performed. And they've really tested South Africa, and they've tested them very severely. That's why 115%. 7 after Nepal won the toss and decided to bowl first. Just Reza Hendricks really, and some late contributions from Tristan Stubbs as well. Reza Hendricks battling for form in this tournament, and well, he fought hard this evening. It wasn't the easiest for him. The spinners in particular held him in a vice-like grip. But those runs he scored could indeed be very significant. 7 bowlers used, and the 2 spinners, Deepinder Singh Eri and Kushal Purtel, sharing 7 wickets between them. have a look at the wickets.
It was the spin that really put the South African batter in heaps of water. Failed to pick up the line and the length, and especially the turn. At times they were lucky in that eve. Look at that catch, juggling away, but just couldn't get used to the pace of the surface. Whenever they went to play attacking shot, either spoon up or took an outside edge just like that. Got to give credit to the spinners. 14 overs they bowled, and there were only two spinners who went on to pick a wicket. 7 wickets all went to the spinners. He picked up 4.
Let's go down now to Pollock. He's out on the pitch.
I am indeed on the surface. 150. How can we explain it? Well, I was here for the Bangladesh-Netherlands game. I did the pitch report, and it kind of looks exactly the same as it did at that occasion. It maybe is just holding up a bit. Maybe it's a little bit dry. Maybe a bit of a steeper bounce than what's expected. But it's difficult to have a look. There's no scarring. There's no bruising from the follows through. So there's no real dust that's been presented at all. It obviously is just a little bit more of a difficult surface than South Africa expected. Maybe a bit of a lack of intensity in the first 6 overs from the South Africans. Expecting to get the odd ball that they can put away, and maybe not bringing the intensity they needed, and maybe also not understanding and having a comprehension for the spinners that they were going to face and the abilities that they have, the different variations. That's all I can attribute. 115 too, because when I look at the surface, I can't see much that would have meant that they only managed to put on that source. The other thing we have to take into account, we always judge a surface after both teams have batted on it. So the South Africans have got unbelievable bowling attack, they've got some good spinning options, so we're going to have to see how they go about it. Is 115 enough? I actually don't think so, but they have got a powerful bowling lineup, and they're going to trying their best to make sure that it is enough. Nepal, they're in the pound seats. Can they chase this down? I think they can. I don't see any grim out here.
Well, that'll be music to the ears of those supporters up in the stands. But let's have a look at how much turn those spinners got. The 2 spinners in particular were Dipendra Singh Airy and Kushal Bertel. Look at the degree of turn here, Atta.
6.2. I mean, you can have a 3, 2, 1.8, 3.7, but when you get the bowler to get that amount of, that degree of turn that we've seen in this match, oh my word, they've been outstanding. It's not only about the turn, it's also about the line and length, because they forced the batters to play, and there was a lot of hits and misses. It'll be interesting to see how they go about the job with the bat, but South Africa will be thinking whether they can go in and defend the slow total.
A reminder that Nepal needs to win to keep alive their hopes of qualifying for the next stage. Fantastic atmosphere here at Arnoldsvale on a Friday evening. Lots of music, lots of colour, and lots of laughs as well from the Nepal fans. Will they be laughing in an hour or so, I wonder? So this is the target for Nepal in their first ever game against South Africa, to secure what would be a very, very famous victory and make Sunday's game against Bangladesh well and truly live. Can South Africa stop them getting those runs? We'll find out very, very shortly.